I started Bloom Gross & Associates 25 years ago with a partner, Barbara Gross. I think we just thought there'd be a way to build a better mousetrap. We were very interested in the areas of advertising and marketing and PR. We had been recruiting in those areas for several years and just decided to start our own firm and branch out on our own.
Most of us come from the industry that we recruit in. So I've worked in brand marketing, other people have worked in PR or media, and then we have folks who've actually also worked in staffing. We know how to recruit for these positions. For example, when I'm screening a candidate and in the middle of the interview they say to me, "Oh, wow, you're asking some real in-depth questions. You know what you're talking about." Not all recruiters do. That makes me feel like I've done my job well.
I think what sets us apart is that we have an expertise in the industry from having worked in the industry. I came from one of the largest PR agencies in the city. My colleagues did as well. We now work in those fields and recruit in those fields which we once worked in. So now we have the ability that when we talk the talk, people know that we've been there and we sat in the same chairs that they've been sitting in. So we understand what they're doing.
The tech boom was a very exciting but also frightening time. I found myself owning the business outright in 1994, and it was just me, and I needed to figure something out. I'm thinking that I need to start adding people to work for me, and I would like to bring in women who are moms who would really like to stay involved and attached to the business that they know, but who would like to have flexibility. And at that time, no one was offering flexibility, no company.
Karen is an amazing business leader. She is incredibly ethical. She has great client relationship skills. She offers an amazingly flexible work arrangement, particularly for women who are mothers.
Karen's all about developing a partnership with clients, really getting to know the company, what their needs really are from a staffing standpoint, and making sure we're sending the best talent.
I think that the personal touch is really important, and it's something that might be viewed as old school now. But I think the fact that it's the old school way of doing things is sometimes the best way of doing things.
In working with Karen, I felt like I knew her right away, and I was incredibly impressed with how well she seemed to know what they were looking for in candidates. I really felt like she gave a tremendous amount of personal attention to this potential match to make sure that it was going to not only work for the company, but then I also really felt like she wanted it to work for me on a personal level.
Bloom Gross & Associates stand out in the marketplace because of the exceptional people, the talent and the personal touch that they bring in terms of doing their research. If you get a promotion, they know about it. If you're celebrating a special moment, they know about it. And I think it's just that unique thing that they have that you know it when you see it.
What was interesting is that Susan actually just wanted to take the time to get to know me. And I think in the first hour that we talked, we certainly talked about the opportunity at United, but I think we spent more time talking about my background, who I was, and even quite frankly, Susan and her background and who she was. It was just a great launching point to feeling as though I was having a relationship with a person who cared about me and my career.
One of the greatest satisfactions, I think, is feeling that you're an extension of a company. So we view ourselves as just an extension of that talent acquisition group. It's really important to me to understand the company, to understand all the stories, to really figure out who fits in that company.
Bloom Gross & Associates really took the time to understand what my experience was, the kind of results that I've delivered, and what my long-term aspirations were. And then they also took time to understand really what my values were and the things that I was looking for in terms of culture. And from there they took actually a pretty specific and focused lens on the kind of opportunities that were available, and they very quickly made a good match.
The thing that really makes Bloom Growth stand out against competition is, number one, they have long-standing relationships with their clients. So once you work with them, they're going to be there on an ongoing basis. Second thing, they really take the time to get to know the people in the situation. And I've actually had them say, hey, this isn't right for you, or this thing's not right. So they're not just going for the easy win, they're going for the right win that's a longer-term play.
I think 25 years is something to be really proud of. I think Karen has done just an amazing job building this company. She has hired terrific people. She's kept a fantastic culture with this company. She has gained the respect and admiration of the entire marketing and PR community in Chicago.
When you make that perfect match and you've found the needle in the haystack for your client, and your client is thrilled and your candidate is the right one, you can't really put your finger on what it is that makes it such a special experience, but each time it's new, each time it's a wonderful feeling of fulfillment.
But occasionally I sit back and I think, wow, I've really made a difference in somebody's life. I've either relocated them to a completely new city, started a completely new job, and that's really very, very rewarding.
I feel like recruiting is a lot like matchmaking in a way. You're looking for the perfect candidate and the perfect client to fall in love with each other. And you're looking for that right skill set to match up with the right culture. And as on our end, we are hand-holding a lot and advising and guiding a lot throughout the process. And when that perfect match happens, it's just incredibly fulfilling.